Hello friends! In this video you'll see how the actors of the movie Platoon changed. You'll know their original names and age. I will show you how they looked then in 1986 and what's with them now in 2022. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Chris, Charlie Sheen, is a young guy who decided to go to war in Vietnam in his own free will, but soon regretted this decision. Chris, although from a wealthy family, compared to many others, did not lose moral principles, compassion, and did not follow the lead of cruelty. King serves in the US military and was sent to Vietnam, where he served as a corporal. He is not very literate in writing and has a girlfriend, Sarah, whom he considers the same as him and to whom he regularly writes letters from the war. Befriended Chris, played by Keith David. Sergeant O'Neill, John S. McGinley, is a skilled fighter who loves to brag and chuck, claims that he can look at a fighter and understand whether he will survive or not. To a greater extent adheres to the position of Sergeant Barnes. Like many in the squadron, he smokes cigarettes. Lieutenant Wolf serves in the US Army and is sent to the Vietnam War. Elias and Barnes are subordinate to him, but most often, despite his rank, both sergeants, including O'Neill, and most of the soldiers do not perceive him as a commander. The role is performed by Mark Moses. Lerner Gator is an American soldier who came to the Vietnam War as a specialist. He was able to communicate freely in Vietnamese and, if necessary, with the order of a commander, performed the role of an interpreter during interrogations. The role was played by Johnny Depp. Big Heralder, Forrest Whitaker, serves in the US Army and is one of the soldiers sent to the Vietnam War, where he was under the command of Mark Wolf. He knows how to support a friend in difficult times and not tell him about his mistakes. Received a leg wound, but survived. Bunny is an American soldier who has the distinguishing feature of the Bugs Bunny tattoo on his left arm. During the war in Vietnam, and after his colleagues are killed, he becomes somewhat furious and begins to kill innocent people, especially cruelly. Played by Kevin Dillon. Junior fought in combat in Vietnam as an ordinary private and is a member of the Bravo Squad. He is impulsive, dislikes and disapproves of the fact that many of his co-workers smoke marijuana and dislike African Americans. Deals well with Bunny. He was played by Reggie Johnson. Francis held the highest rank of private soldier and served in the ranks of the US Army, particularly in Vietnam. Gets along well with Chris Taylor. He smokes marijuana time after time. During the battle, he was wounded and subsequently demobilized. He was played by Corey Glover. Crawford served in the Bravo Force during the Vietnam War as a specialist. Dreams of the day his service in Vietnam ends. He is not indifferent to girls, and his favorite pastime is surfing. Received a bullet wound in the right lung, but then survived. Played by Chris Patterson. Manny is the US Army soldier who carries the rank of a common private. During his service, he was transferred to the combat area in Vietnam in the Bravo detachment. Like most in his company, he smokes and carries cigarettes attached to his helmet. He was portrayed by Corky Ford. Tex serves in the US Army, holds the rank of sergeant, and was sent to the war in Vietnam. He often expresses the dissatisfaction with recruits and opposes that they are assigned to his team. He was seriously injured by a grenade. The role is performed by actor David Neither. Sergeant Elias, William Defoe, is understanding and moderately strict. He may chastise the soldiers, but he treats them kindly and worries about them. His measures of command and attitude towards colleagues are very different from Sergeant Barnes, which is why they have disagreements. Sal serves in the ranks of the United States Army as a private of the highest category. He is quick-witted and can notice many details. Likes to smoke a kind of cigar. He's also good friends with Sanderson, with whom he was blown up by a mine. He was played by Richard Edson. Warren is a U.S. Army soldier with the rank of sergeant. He often attends meetings to plan the future strategy of the offensive. Warren shares the position of Sergeant Barnes and thinks that the squad will not die with him. Wears a wooden cross around his neck. Played by Tony Todd. Ace joined the American Bravo unit, which was sent to the Vietnam War. He was a simple private soldier who carried out orders given to him and observed the utmost vigilance during the operation. During the battle, he was wounded by a shell fragment. Played by James Terry McIlwain. Rod serves in the U.S. Army in the Vietnam War zone. Has the rank of sergeant. Believes that it's better not to meddle and not oppose Sergeant Barnes because it just can't be eliminated. Was close friends with Sergeant Elias. Likes to smoke weed. He was played by Francesca Quinn. Sanderson, played by J. Adam Glover, is sent to Vietnam as a specialist to serve in the Bravo Force. He is accustomed to clearly following orders and tries to collect as much data as possible that can be useful to the detachment. He was blown up by a mine and was mortally wounded. Tony serves in the U.S. Squad Bravo in Vietnam and obeys orders from Sergeant Barnes. The war itself, as well as the position of Barnes, made him more brutal, and he considered it normal, along with several other colleagues, to rape a Vietnamese girl. The role was performed by Ivan Kane. Doc is well versed in providing medical care, knows how to apply a bandage and tries to cheap up badly wounded soldiers as much as possible and not let them pass out until the helicopter arrives. Knows a lot about dangerous insects. The role is performed by actor Paul Sanchez. Captain Harris is the chief commander of Bravo Company. He is strict, fair, and against disagreements in the unit. Violence doesn't prevail over him, and he takes serious measures against those who committed unlawful killings of people during the mission. He was played by Dale Dye. Sergeant Barnes is pretty stern and confident. He has tighter command measures and doesn't spare anyone. It doesn't matter to him whether the soldiers have sufficient training. The main thing is that they carry out the order given to them and be on the alert. Played by Tom Behringer. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please share it on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel.